Hey guys, I'm here with another tutorial. I'm going to start off with using my Makeup Forever Micro Finishing Primer, and I'm just going to press that into my skin to make sure it gets into any visible lines so my foundation just goes over it really smoothly. Just press it into your skin. Then I'm going to take Benefit the Porefessional and just apply that to my nose area where my pores are the largest and just a little bit on my cheeks. I love this stuff. And then I'm going to take Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base and just prime my eyelids. This is a pretty good drugstore primer. Evens out your skin tone and it does make your eyeshadow last. Just rub that in with your finger. You don't have to use a brush or anything. You don't have to be super precise because you're just going to be putting foundation and eyeshadow over it anyway. So just kind of rub it in. And then I'm going to take the Stila in the No palette and start out with the second lightest shade and just take that in my crease with a fluffy brush. Just going back and forth to blend that in. This is going to be our transition color. Then I'm going to take the fourth darkest color and take that in my crease and blend that out. Just keep going back and forth to blend it out. And I'm going to take the light orange color and just go in the crease with that. Then I'm taking the lightest brown and going in the back into the crease with that. Just blending it back and forth. You don't have to blend it up and out, just back and forth will do. Then I'm just taking a clean brush and just going back and forth in my crease to make sure all those colors are blended together. So you don't want any harsh lines. Then I'm taking the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. And I'm just going to go on my eyelid with that color. I don't know what shade it is. I will be sure to list it in the description box on the video. Just apply that to your eyelid. Then I'm taking Annabelle Mineral Dust in Solar and just patting that back and forth on my eyelid. Now it's time for a foundation. So I'm taking the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm not sure what shade it is, but I'll be sure to link it in the description box below. I'm just taking Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm just buffing this foundation into my skin. I really love this foundation. It gives such a beautiful, dewy, luminous finish, and it's just very light and breathable. I just really love it. Buff it all over your face, making sure you've covered all the areas and there's no lines. I'm taking Benefit Erase Paste and with a concealer brush and just patting that underneath my eyes. I'm taking it all the way out. Then I'm taking, this is a cream. This is a brush for cream blushes, but I use it for my concealer as well. And I'm just going back and forth in patting motions to blend it in. It works really, really well. I think I got it off of eBay a long time ago. It has a tapered end, so it gets into the under eye area really well and just blends the concealer in really well. Sigma has a tapered kabuki, whatever that word is, brush, which I know Jaclyn Hill uses all the time, and this is close to the same thing. Just blend that in. Just go very lightly. I can be a little bit harsh sometimes on my skin, and if I rub the brush too much, it starts making my skin all red and irritated. Now I'm just going to take the Makeup Forever HD powder, and I'm just going to set my under eye concealer just with the brush I found. Then I'm going to take Maybelline Fit Me foundation and 330 and apply it on the areas I'm going to contour. I did apply a little too much to my jawline, so it's going to look a little bit darker. I love to contour my nose as well, so I'm just doing little lines on the areas of my nose that I want to contour. And I'm just taking this brush that actually came with one of my Benefit powders, I'm not sure which one, and I'm just going back and forth in swiping motions and blending it in. Back and forth, just blend that in. As you can see, it gives a nice natural contour. And just take a smaller brush and go back and forth. Just go back and forth, blending that lines, and I like to create a little line halfway up my nose. Just kind of gives my nose a smaller appearance. Make sure that's really blended in. You don't want any dark lines or anything showing. And what I'll do also is take my finger after I blended it in and just smudge it so there's no dark lines. Then I'm going to take the YSL Touche Eclatte, I think it's called, and just highlight my nose, my Cupid's bow, my chin, and just those like smile lines you get, because they seem to get quite dark in there, and I just like to highlight that and make it kind of even with the rest of my face. Then I just took the cream brush, the same brush I used for my concealer, and just kind of buffed that in with it. You can use whatever brush you want. This was just the one I had on hand. I'm just setting my contouring and my foundation with the Makeup Forever HD powder. One of my favorite powders ever. It really sets beautifully. I'm taking Benefit Hoola bronzer just to make those my contouring pop out a little more. I'm just going to go my cheekbones back and forth with the same brush I used before. I got a little bit of a crazy hairdo there. I'm going to go back and forth on my jawline as well. My cheekbones. And on my forehead. Now I'm going to just take the same colors I used on my eye and go on my lower lash line, because you really want to smoke that out because it really connects the look. So I'm just taking the same brush I used for my crease. I don't know what brush this is. It's just an old brush I've had forever. I'm just going back and forth. I'm going to take the Essence white eyeliner and line my waterline with it. Just making sure it's going back over it a couple times to build up the color. Just go back and forth. I'm just going to do my liquid eyeliner. I'm using Rimmel Gel Eyeliner with a small angled brush. I start out as close to the lash line as I can, and then I start blending it out with the brush. Just going back and forth, creating that wing look. This probably takes me the longest just because I like to be really precise and I don't want to mess up, because if you mess up liquid eyeliner, it can be quite hard to get it off without taking off any of your eyeshadow. Just getting close to that lash line with the eyeliner. I'm going to take Loreal Butterfly Effect Mascara. I just bought this mascara and I'm actually really loving it. The brush is a little weird, but the formula of the mascara is really, really nice. It really lengthens my eyelashes and curls them up. I really like it. It might be my new favorite mascara. And I'm going to take Creme eyelashes. I don't know which ones these are. I will be sure to link them below. And I'm just going to apply them to my natural eyelashes. I'm not a huge false eyelash person, so I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Maybelline Define a Brow pencil, and I think I'm using medium brown. This is just kind of a quick little show of how I fill in my eyebrows. If you guys want to see a full tutorial of how I fill in my eyebrows, be sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll whip one up for you. So I fill them in with the pencil. I usually outline them with the pencil, and then I fill them in with powder. And I use the lightest brown from the Stila in the No palette in an angle brush and just fill them in with that. Creates a really natural look. So now I'm going to take the black from the Stila in the No palette, and I'm just going to press that black into my false eyelashes where the glue shows, just so it looks more natural. Just press the powder onto the band of the eyelashes. I'm going to take my mascara that I was using previously and do my bottom lashes. And I wanted to get that very thick coated lashes, so I did this quite a bit of times to get them really thick. I took Sleek makeup blush in Flamingo in a big fluffy brush and just applied that on my cheeks. This blush is quite bright, so what I would do is blend it into my hand first and then apply it on my cheeks, or I would apply too much. Put a little bit on my nose, a little tiny bit on my forehead just to add some color. And I'm taking in the Balm Luminizer and just on the same brush and just highlighting the tip of my nose, my cheekbones. I do the bridge of my nose as well. And now it's time to outline my lips. So I am using Essence Lip Liner, and I'm not sure what shade this is in, but I will link it below. It's actually, they're pretty good lip liners, and was pretty impressed with them. I'm just going to outline my lip and make my lips a little more even, a little thicker, a little fuller. I take a lot of time to do this as well, just because I want to be super precise, and I usually color my lips in with the lip liner as well. Let's color them in. Make sure you get the corners good. Make sure that you connect the lines evenly. Now I'm taking Rimmel Lasting Finish in Airy Fairy and coating my lips in that. One of my favorite lipsticks. It's amazing. And that's